Follow us on BattleRekt, at BattleRekt. Follow us on BattleRekt, at BattleRekt, and also right here on Twitch if you're enjoying yourself. My headset's falling off. Oh god, everything's stuck. Quick, go to game. Don't show this. This is embarrassing.
All right. Second map. Wait, hold on. No, what? Oh yeah. We're done. We're done.
Calm down, buddy.
2-0.
VOR-REEM and FancyCanadianSun. This is the semifinal number 2.
All right. All right. We have FancyCanadianSun and VOR-REEM going against each other. Immaterial gets popped, and Hug the Sun actually will be able to land his counter. And he's going to get onto the Varesh, which is an interesting choice this far in. But in the flesh, VOR-REEM and Hertz. Going to be a new team, actually.
Whoa! Hug the Sun! Whoa, where'd all that come from? Hug the Sun goes down. That is going to be a good place for VOR-REEM to be in. They have 90% health pool. As the Ash could try and go, and he does get a good stun and spacebar on Varesh, but Varesh will counter through. I mean, they're going to hunt down Varesh, but the shield will actually protect him from any max health damage. Now Canada getting panicked out. This isn't looking too great. They're going to pin them to the back. They're going to easily take the center orb as well.
Nice use of the pushback to avoid the wolf, and that would have been very key. And right now, the big thing about Paloma is she doesn't actually have the greatest of options to avoid snipe, just the other side, and that's too big of a cooldown to trade for the cooldown of snipe. And I think that Tux is having a big problem dealing with that. The fact that In the Flesh can charge up snipe and then force Tux to spend a big cooldown on it means that the rest of the teammates can actually pile up on the teammates of Tux or pile on Tux himself, and I think that really hurt them. In the Flesh can threaten so many targets just by activating the snipe and then canceling it as well. I think it's very little investment for a lot of return for VOR-REEM, and they end up winning in the first round. I don't know if battle rates will change the situation, but we might be seeing a domination from
85% health pool remaining for VOR-REEM. Coming in strong, confident, and capable. To Hertz, VOR-REEM, and In the Flesh. We know In the Flesh as one of the best Jade players I've seen so far in BattleRekt. Actually, probably the best. I can confidently say the best Jade player in BattleRekt North America. In the Flesh handily takes that. We've seen some incredible flicks from him. He does a great job of just utilizing his abilities, and when he needs to change, he will. But now we're going to see the Hertz trying to get that M2 off on Ashka. Canada not taking the damage. We're going to get a good snipe on Paloma. We're going to go in, but now we're going to
Hug the Sun too. Hug the Sun is trying to go aggressive right now, but the situation is still unclear. Varesh is going to teleport to nowhere. He goes right where he stands, but that's going to give him the opportunity to do so much damage to Hug the Sun.
Canada trying to use his Q around it, but maybe he should have used his Petrify instead, his shackles. Hug the Sun. Oh, the ultimate actually going. Oh, not complete. Wasted. In the Flesh will take him down. 2 bullets landed, getting out of that stun from Ashka. And Soundsing as well, followed by an Immaterial and almost a snipe, forcing Ashka to use the spacebar. Paloma down to literally 0 health. Ashka trying his best, but not enough.
What is it?
What
Jade,
an absolute stopping.
Lucy, Varesh seems so strong right now against Hug the Sun. I mean, Hug the Sun is doing normal, serious stuff, right? Shifu. What do you think when you see Shifu? Dive, you know, he puts his goggles on, puts his spandex on, he just dives into the enemy composition, right? That's what Shifu does.
You're not lying.
I'm not lying. That's just what Shifu does. But somehow, In the Flesh, VOR-REEM and Hertz are able to turn around and do so much damage to Shifu and end up making him the first kill target both rounds. You would think that he would learn a lesson by now.
VOR-REEM now 1 round away from taking map number 1. Hug the Sun going down so early on. He tries to get aggressive, but it just doesn't seem to work enough. He's not mitigating enough damage and taking a lot. He does get his counter proc though. Oh, but Varesh tries to mitigate some damage as well. Hug the Sun now already down to half health. Trying to go material, but it's going to keep taking more to Hertz. Just standing his ground, dealing damage after damage, M1 after M2. But now we're going to see a fight up top between Jade and Hug the Sun. Oh, there's an Ashka ultimate, but it does not land.
A lot of whiff snipes from In the Flesh, and I think that might be something that really hurts VOR-REEM actually in this particular match. And let's see if that actually translates into a victory for FancyCanadianSun. Right now they're kind of playing out in the neutral game. Nice disabling shot will land.
That orb actually still gets taken by FancyCanadians though, even with the Lucio coming in. A good ultimate, but it does not land much damage in the, apologies. Tux might go down, Tux does, from an M1 from VOR-REEM. I will stay corrected, VOR-REEM is his name, VOR-REEM will stay. A good counter proc though by Shifu. In the Flesh trying to get a good snipe, not enough though, the silence though, and the M1's followed by the shotgun. 2 to the chest. Shifu will go down, and that will probably be it. Oh, wait, Canada, though, might be able to take out at least one. Nope, not yet. Oh, terrifying.
This might be one of the most successful Jade Varesh comps that we have seen. Maybe one of the most successful Varesh comps we have seen. 3-0 sweep. Think about that for just a little bit. 3-0 sweep
in the semis.
Jade Varesh Lucy? We have never seen that. Never.
Actually, you're right. You're 100% correct. I hate telling you that you're right, but you are right.
Easy.
Easy, breezy, cover girl.
What?
It's a commercial.
Easy, breezy, cover girl?
Yeah, it's a commercial.
What is it a commercial for?
They're not sponsoring us, so we should probably stop talking about them because that's how we roll here.
We're done.
At BattleRekt. Either way, what a 3-0 sweep. Just absolutely dominating that first map. VOR-REEM, his entire team. I actually love that they all agreed to correct us and our horrendous pronunciations of his name. They're all like, you know what? Let's make our team name all about you, VOR-REEM, just so they can say your name correctly. I'm going to start mispronouncing everyone's name just so they can try and change their team name, just so we can try and pronounce them correctly. But they're not going to want to agree with that. What do we call his teammates? Hertz and In the Flish.
In the Flish.
No, In the Flish.
In the Flish.
In the Flish is great.
I see a lot of really hurtful memes about him in chat.
No, I don't see any hurtful memes. I think he's a great player. I think he's one of the best Jades we've ever seen here in the North American BattleRekt tournament. It's hard to say because the other Jade we see in Europe, Varosk. But to be fair, he's with Teldo, which helps a lot. And Mini, which helps a significant amount. Either way, though, quite a domination from VOR-REEM. Now we see if Tux, Canada, and Hug the Sun can take this next map. If not, we will see VOR-REEM going to the finals, and we'll see where everyone fares against the dominating team we just saw in our previous semifinal round. That's how you agree with me. Just a good head nod.
A good?
All right.
Carpet, you say so many wise words of wisdom.
That sounds like sarcasm.
Yes, it is. Good job. You're doing well. In the Flesh, Hertz and VOR-REEM are actually well positioned to move themselves into the finals against Averse, Reaper, and Ninjas. And I think that's a tough matchup. Classically, In the Flesh and VOR-REEM, just as because they are a twos composition, right? When they add on a teammate, whether that be Hertz or whether that be
it's right here.
We'll find out.
I'll make you read it.
Yeah, Hertz is a teammate.
Hertz is the third. That's it.
They played with a different third before.
Oh, you're right.
They did play with a different
That involved memory, though, and we've already established my short-term and long-term memory is just
I'm actually feeling really bad that I forgot the third's name because I think that every single member of Team RMS really makes a big contribution to them. And so I'm actually really sorry that I forgot their name. But I actually think
he means it. I think this is genuine feelings and emotions we're seeing from Rainy here. And the spirit of the festivity we have here amongst you and in front of you. This is your wholehearted goodness.
But let's go into the game for now. But I actually think Team RMS are actually just on the verge of making something big happen. And it's just so interesting to see them fight against. It was
Emperor, we're stupid.
Oh, right. Yeah, it was Emperor playing that Rook. But it's interesting to see them just kind of fall short. And I hope that they don't succumb to that again. They're one map up, but they need to make sure that they don't get read and don't get downloaded, so to speak.
Hertz standing around, trying to deal some damage on Tux, but we see VOR-REEM actually taking a good bit of damage from Hug the Sun, pushing him away. That first one will actually go to FancyCanadianSun, but a good stun on Hug the Sun. The counter will get procced. Let's see if In the Flesh will take some damage.
There we go. In the Flesh again with his classic EX stealth. Really loves to spend his EX bar on that. But wow, the punish and In the Flesh might go down here. And again,
staying out of damage, but that second one will go to FancyCanadianSun. There comes the whirling blade. He might take down Jade. In the Flesh will stay just the immaterial. Will he get the snipe off? The counter happens just in time, but the Lucy ult not enough.
Hug the Sun, hugging VOR-REEM. And he's just doing so much damage right now. And that is interesting because in the last map, we saw that VOR-REEM took 3-0 in order to win the map, and it was just a clean sweep, and already we can see the adjustments coming in from FancyCanadianSun. They've readjusted, they've reorganized, and they've kind of situated themselves so that they can make the adjustments that are required to beat VOR-REEM. And this is where the hill climb starts, right? This is where the real hard work begins. Fine, you beat the team 3-0, but can you consistently do it? That is what testing for a real champion does, right?
That is what testing for a real champion does. Now, okay,
right, great.
I'm going to be completely brutally honest with everyone. My favorite part about BattleRekt is that it doesn't matter who wins first round, second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round. Okay, fifth round, that's the one that matters. Fifth round matters for sure. But there's no scaling in this game. It's really just a matter of outplaying round after round. Now we see, oh, Canada gets silenced. A good shatter on him. Hug the Sun trying to go down into Hertz. Will he get a counter? Oh, Immaterial through the stun and the M2. He's going to get a good stun on Canada. He's going to have to use the R to get out of there. Who will this first orb go to? It will go to VOR-REEM. A good snipe. Oh, baiting out the...
Nice Immaterial as well. Avoids a stun. And that's going to give a lot of pressure to VOR-REEM. And we'll let the EX petrify. And right now, Canada's in trouble.
The counter's been baited out from Hug the Sun. Hug the Sun will go down.
Picture perfect.
Canada trying to jump in into some damage. The ultimate actually gets countered out. He tried to ult one, but now both so low. Canada down to, whoa, 0 health.
Nice!
I was going to count it down, but...
VOR-REEM was doing so well, just playing around the cooldowns that FancyCanadianSun had to offer. And really, I think that after the counter got baited out, the ultimate got avoided, there was nothing left in FancyCanadianSun's pocket to really make a buyback into the round. And VOR-REEM makes a good comeback happen. But again, as we saw in the first round, it's so important. I cannot stress enough. The opening moments of the round are so important. Even though you're winning for the majority of the map, as you said, Kevin, it doesn't matter. What happens, happens, and each round is individual of the next.
Everyone will get BattleRekt every single round, no matter how each round gets played, which is the most fantastic part of this game. But now we will see just an absolute massacre happening on all ends. To Hertz will
nice
get
on the side.
Oh, and all 3 M2 bolts from Ashka will land. To Hertz trying his best. He does get barriered, a little bit of protection. In the Hug the Sun trying to hunt him down. He might pick up some health, but Tux is going to be there to hunt him down. A good silence on Tux. Now we're going to see Panic the Sun. Oh, the stun on Lucy.
This is actually looking really dangerous right now. To Hertz has been putting a lot of damage onto the team of FancyCanadianSun. Here comes the Ash Goal, but Canada dies instantly afterwards. It looked like he was just delivering himself for death, and the counter gets wrecked by the silence. And I think Shifu will be soon to follow. Tux is being pressured right now, and a 2v1 of VOR-REEM and in the flesh will actually close it out. VOR-REEM is looking strong, and I think we're going to be seeing a finals of VOR-REEM versus still waiting on payouts.
I love your confident predictions because I will be the first to admit my predictions I'm the most unconfident on because 1, I love upsets. 2,
it's going to happen.
I love upsets.
It's going to happen.
No, it is definitely going to happen. You think VOR-REEM's going to take
it? It's going to happen.
Oh, I've been interrupted wholeheartedly. just to address chat, I will definitely specify whether you win or lose is what I mean by scaling. It doesn't matter whether you win or lose. Everyone's going to go to the next round after round. Everyone kind of increases by round, right? Because you all get to pick a new BattleRekt. Something that adds to your kit. Oh, but we're going to see Hug the Sun going to take a lot of damage from a good M2 from Into Flesh. Going to try and hunt him down. The counter does get procced. The orb will actually go to FancyCanadianSun.
Immaterial gets popped by In the Flesh, and that's going to protect VOR-REEM and In the Flesh, and actually Hug the Sun is getting really low. They might be able to make the kill happen, and they do! And they do, and now it's going to be a 2v3 scenario, and right now In the Flesh is looking fairly healthy and well positioned to close it out, and here comes the ultimate. Canada gets wrecked by the crippling goo. There it is, closing it out. 2-0, VOR-REEM moves to the finals, and you know what? To your point, I think the way to word it is that mechanically, nobody is in the advantage after winning a round, right? Mechanically, nobody is in the advantage. But in terms of how they play out the matches and the mentality of how they're going into the next set, into the next round, there is a sense of momentum, right? You are under pressure because you know that the strategy that the enemy employed was highly effective against you. What do you change? What do you do? How do you devise a new strategy that might be more effective than the last that you used?
I mean, think about it. When you pick a champ, whether you win or lose, you still get to pick your next battle, right? Each round. So it doesn't really matter, honestly. There's no experience, there's no gold. That's actually what I personally...